on episode 3 of podcast Jaded. My name's Keith.
I'm David.
With our special guest over here, Anthony Diaz of the Center of Children Who Can't Read Too Good.
Hello,
Anthony Diaz.
Anthony.
Woo!
I was waiting for like an intro or something. I don't know, like a song.
Song? No,
Yeah.
no.
Yeah.
For legal reasons, I cannot perform anything because it's pretty bad. It's no. Unless you want to perform something. Some kind of musical.
Perform something?
Yeah, pour form.
Pour form?
Pour form.
No, I'm
Okay.
good.
I don't.
No, this is my performance right here.
So sadly, we actually did a majority of the podcast earlier. I got to catch up with Anthony Diaz. Got to learn a lot about him. It's been about how long, man?
I want to say over 12, probably 12 years since the last time I saw both of you guys, maybe.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're
Apparently,
still young, supple 18-year-olds
Yeah.
ready to,
So supple.
yeah.
grab life by the balls.
Yeah, world was right in front of us. Apparently, accidentally chopped your car, or purposefully.
Yeah. Yeah, I think we were playing Street Fighter the night or something.
Just got
the
real
guy-
motivated, man.
Yeah,
It was
very
like,
He's
motivated.
motivated.
if
Yeah.
Ken can do it, I can too.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what's been going on, man? What's the haps?
Well, since I last saw you guys, 12 years ago, however long it was, I joined the military when I was 21. Coast Guard, did that for about 2 years, out on the East Coast on Martha's Vineyard, and then after that, I started cutting hair. I was personal training, and then working with kids at the YMCA, and then I just got into barbering not too long after that. But
Cool,
I
man.
started out here, started cutting hair in Fullerton, then a little bit in Long Beach and Hermosa, and then made my way up to Hollywood
Cool.
or LA.
What got you into cutting hair? What was that, dude?
The original thing that got me into it was one of my tattoo artists. He posted this video, this really cool shop, and these guys are all tatted up. They're smoking cigarettes in the shop, drinking beer. There's Playboys, and I was like, that's right down the corner from me. It's on Broadway in Redondo.
Right.
So I went there and I checked it out and I talked to the guys, and then and there I was just like, this is what I'm going to do. I need to focus on a career because I'm just kind of jumping around from job to job. And I signed up maybe 6 months later, and then I started in October of 2011, and then actually took my state board test on October 11, 2012, and had my license then.
Nice.
Yeah, so one full year. Exactly.
I've seen that shop, the one you're talking about down the street.
Yeah, it's a cool shop.
We're really close to it right now.
Yeah.
Really?
It's a nice shop.
It is. You know what? It's changed. It's changed a lot since the last time I went there. I knew a few of the owners, and they're cool guys, but I don't know. For me, their style of haircutting and their whole attitude there, it's not really what I wanted to be. I know that when I wanted to do hair, I was like, I want to make the most money and service the highest paying clients. They are going to pay the most money for their haircuts.
Right.
Yeah.
So that's why I decided, now I'm in Hollywood and that's what I'm doing now. So I really enjoy it.
Nice. So
Yeah.
quality over quantity.
Exactly.
You felt like they were kind of like the supercuts of like barbershops.
Yeah. I wouldn't say that much. It's just,
Is that an insult to their barbershop? I don't know.
if they heard it, they probably would be a little
Oh,
insulted by
okay.
it.
Maybe the sports
Oh.
clips.
We'll
Oh,
drop-
that's even
we'll
lower.
drop into it.
That's even
Am I
lower.
We'll let
going
them
lower?
know. We'll let them know what happened right now.
Yeah.
What's going down.
Yeah.
This bashing.
It is.
It's all right. I get my haircuts at
Barber.
Fantastic Sam's, sponsored by Fantastic Sam's.
Oh, nice.
But I thought we still had great clips.
Great clips?
Are we not
No.
with great clips anymore?
No, sports clips.
Sports clips.
Sports clips.
They give you the hot towels there now.
Really?
Oh,
Wow.
what?
Very fancy.
I've never felt a hot towel on my face.
You haven't?
Wow.
No.
You're missing out, man.
No,
Yeah.
I know. It sounds like it.
Yeah.
How are you with the straight razor?
I've never cut anybody.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm pretty good at it.
Is that grounds for not getting a tip if somebody gets a little?
Yeah,
You
just
know,
a little nick.
No, not really. It's kind of expected. You have a blade across your face, so
Right.
you're going to get a nick here and there, but usually it doesn't happen unless, for whatever reason, you have really rough skin or like really tough hair. That's the only time it really has happened to me, where they have really coarse skin or coarse hair. It just happens from time to time.
Yeah.
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 We stop the bleeding right away. Don't tell them about it.
Yeah. They don't even notice, huh?
Sometimes they won't notice.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's good.
Actually, I once cut a guy's ear. I cut a chunk of his ear off.
A chunk of a chunk.
I
Chunk
want to
is-
say.
Are we
it was
talking like
probably-
Mike Tyson style? Kind of?
No, not that bad.
Okay.
But we were just talking, and my scissors were so sharp that I nipped it, and I'm like, something felt weird about that last cut.
Yeah, didn't feel like hair.
Yeah, and then so I'm looking at my scissors, and I'm like, that doesn't look like hair in my scissors. That's definitely skin.
Ooh.
I look at his
Oh,
ear,
shit.
and he's just the bleeding from an ear when you cut an ear. It just is nonstop. It just keeps going. You put septic powder on it, it eats right through it. You put paper on it, it eats right through it.
Yeah.
Luckily, the guy was nice enough, and he's like, "If this is the worst thing that happens to me, I'm fine. I'm fine with it."
Wow.
And I was like, and he still tipped me.
What a
He
trooper.
gave me a good tip too. And I was
Holy
like,
crap.
and he doesn't come to me anymore, but I switched shops, and he just I
Yeah.
don't know, he just fell through and just he goes to the same shop, but
Right.
yeah, it happens.
Yeah.
It's dedication.
Yeah.
It is.
That is.
It really is.
Yeah.
So what's like your style of cutting, and what for instance, like what's a hairstyle that you feel like is like really kind of played out, like people
The side
really,
part.
the side part.
The
I
side part,
agree.
the slicked over side part with
Dude.
the shaved in part.
Oh, yeah.
That is the most played out haircut in my opinion, but it's also a very nice, clean looking haircut. If you get it done by the right person who takes their time and knows what they're doing, you can get a very, very nice cut. But a lot of the times when I see them, especially around here in Long Beach,
Yeah.
most people won't really notice it, but I notice the unevenness of the hair, the way the top is cut, the way the sides are faded, and but for me, when I'm doing hair, I'm just very, very detail oriented. I've just always been that way, and I think that's why people still keep coming to me. That just a lot of guys say, you're just very detail oriented. I don't talk much when I'm cutting hair. That's
good
the
too.
one thing that I kind of feel is my downfall, because as a barber,
You're supposed to be like that social link.
yeah, you're like, hey, what's happening with you? What's going on? You're supposed to know
I
all this
actually
stuff,
don't mind that.
but a lot of guys do mind it. A lot of guys, and you can tell they're awkward. A lot of guys try to force the conversation. I'm just
Yeah.
like, dude, I've been here for 8 hours. I'm ready to just get out of here. Like, I'm drained. Especially at the end of the week, you're tired, you're drained. You're like, I don't know what else to say.
I hear
Sorry,
you.
but yeah, side part.
I'd be like, man, that's cool as long as my hair is coming out right,
Yeah.
And that attention to detail is important, and
Yeah.
that's why people do come back to certain places.
No, yeah, definitely, and
Because I notice it. I don't go to a fancy barber or anything like that. Shout out to Great Clips. But I do notice when a haircut is done well, and I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Regardless of whatever vibe I got from it, I'll go back.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
no,
I'll go
definitely.
back. Yeah.
I'm the same way. If I've been at like some really good shops, and if I get a bad haircut, no matter what, I will never go back to that shop. It's happened to me 3 times.
Right.
That's why I stopped getting haircuts on base, because there's just ridiculous amounts of bowl
They
cuts I was
give
getting.
the worst haircuts.
I was just like, they're so good at giving bowl cuts, they don't even need the bowl.
Yeah.
So it's just like, it doesn't matter what angle they cut at. It's like, all right, we got a horizontal plane right here, and that's a 0 to a 5 right there. All right, we're good.
Right.
All right. That'll be $8.
Yeah.
That's a good thing about it, though. You're only paying $8.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
I do miss that.
Yeah.
Now I'm going over to Fantastic Sam's, paying $25. But they do. You're telling me like massage, like the actual movement of your hair stimulates hair growth.
Yes, it
I
does.
don't do it enough. They do it over there at Fantastic Sam's for me. I was like, wow, I've been shampooing my hair all wrong.
Did they do the hand massager?
What's a
Have
hand
you had
massage?
that? Have
What's
you guys?
that?
They have like this massage you put on your hand. It vibrates your hand.
What?
The barber puts it on, and they
Oh.
like massage your shoulders and your scalp.
What the heck?
It's very tintillating.
It's good for the follicles.
That's part of the barbershop experience.
Some shops do it. I don't. I used to do it, but after a while, I don't know if you've had like a constant vibration on your hand. It's just you start feeling your hand like it's vibrating. even though it's
like
not
you're
vibrating.
Right, and that's not good.
And no,
for
it's
when
not,
you're
especially when
cutting
you're
hair.
like holding scissors. You
Yeah.
have a steady
Yeah.
hand.
Yeah, you might clip an ear or two.
Hi, my name's Anthony.
Yeah. Like this
Get the
guy,
barber side.
Michael J. Fox over here.
Yeah. man.
Whoa! That took a turn. All right, sorry, Mike. But no harm done.
I love Back to the Future.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes,
But
yes.
when I was stationed overseas, like they would cut hair. It'd be about a 45-minute experience.
Yeah.
Scissor cut.
45 minutes, really?
Yeah, 45 minutes.
That's
Just
good.
and this wasn't on base. It was off base.
Okay.
Yeah, on base is like I said, it's like a 0 to 5. Like, hey, here's your bowl cut deal.
Yeah.
That's why I'd always get off base. 45 minutes, straight scissor cut, no actual clippers used. So they'll be like evening out. I say, hey, I want this, and they're doing it with comb and scissors. And then
Right.
they do like a weird massage thing with like rubbing alcohol and Vicks Vapor Rub.
Yeah, that's actually a very
the Vicks? What's
good
that, the
skill to
Vicks?
have.
Oh yeah, you try that sometimes. It's like a,
Wait, Vicks?
like Vicks with alcohol. So they do like this back rub, neck rub thing with them.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's just like, okay, cool, here you go. I was like, damn, how much that cost? It was like $12.
Was it an American barber doing it? Or
No.
Okay.
These are all like Filipino barbers. Shout out to Oceans over in Manama, Bahrain.
Nice.
Yeah, Oceans. They actually are the preferred black hair barber shop.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
So you see a whole bunch of the brothers going over there getting the hour and 30-minute haircut just to get that fade in there.
I know you're looking at me while you say that, but I don't have black hair. Just for all the people out there, I don't.
Luckily,
But I do appreciate that.
Luckily, there's not going to be any video. I'm just going to keep directly making eye contact with you when I talk about it.
Yes. You know, they have a really good black barber out there. He's
By
got
the way,
hair
just
for
so
all
you
the-
know.
all
By the
those
way.
black people that you know. Yeah.
Well, there's my friend David over here.
Hey.
But yeah, that's the quality of haircuts that I was used to over there. So when I came back here, and obviously, like, it felt like going to like a sports clips or something like that.
Yeah.
I have a pretty easy haircut, but when you get like put through, like, they almost put like a mold on your head, not the same bowl cut, just like, all right, bye.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Just used to it's just robotic movement.
Yeah, I feel bad. So, like, if I were to come to a barbershop like yours, yeah, I'd be like, I wouldn't want you to talk to me, because if you're trying your hardest to put all your detail into it,
Yeah.
I'd be like, cool, just do your thing. I put trust in you.
Yeah.
I go to these places and, like, I'm going to get a shitty haircut.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, see, it also depends. Like, certain of my clients, like, I can talk to them the entire haircut, and I give them the same haircut as always. And I just vibe with certain clients more than others. I'm a very quiet person, so the quiet people get it. I have a very dry sense of humor as well.
That's
A
what
lot
we
of
all have in
people in
common.
LA don't understand that. Weird, I know, very weird. But
It's very strange.
Yeah.
the guys who do get it, they enjoy the company.
That's good.
Very
That's
much
good.
so.
Honestly, I mean, we went to high school together.
Yeah.
You guys
Yeah.
knew that, right?
Yeah,
Okay,
we
cool.
did.
That's what I remember about you
Yeah.
the most. You were like the ultimate straight man. Just
Yeah.
fucking.
Dude, I'm so straight.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
I love it.
Yeah, like that's why I was kind of like, I was jealous a little bit of your ability to just completely say some wild shit to me and then just look at me in my eye, and I'm like, okay, all right.
I get it.
And I have to back away. You win this one.
Yeah.
But I'll be back.
You know, it's funny. I was on the way over here. I was trying to think about, like, I'm like, when's the last, like, what do I remember from high school with these guys? And I'm like, very little that I remember. I remember the suits we wore for Anchorman.
Dude, I
and
just talked to somebody about that recently. I was like, I can't believe that I forgot about that, because
There's
that was
pictures of
an
that.
amazing day.
yeah,
Everywhere I went.
were you part of it?
No, I wasn't. I was one of the onlookers, but
Yeah.
we're all part of that big group.
Yeah, it was me, Terrence, you,
Yeah.
Dan
Dan.
was part of it as well. But I remember, so the suit I wore was a suit that I got for my 8th grade, like, graduation or whatever. But it was a really, really nice suit.
It was a nice suit.
And Terrence came in with, like, his pants flooding, like, super tight, and he's like, dude, what the fuck? Your suit is so fucking nice compared to all of
the
ours.
nicest suit. It was gorgeous.
And I was
we're
just
all
like,
looking-
I don't know. This is I didn't know we're supposed to go buy shitty suits. I just had this. This is the only suit I have.
Yeah, my
Shut 'em all
favorite
up.
part of that
Yeah.
day was sitting in class and having everybody be so confused as to why I had a fucking suitcase. And I was wearing a full-on dad
You had a
suit
suitcase?
from the
I don't remember
1980s. Like, yeah, well, yeah, you had to have
I
an
didn't have a
accessory, dude.
suitcase. I think I had a coffee cup.
That works.
That works.
Yeah,
That also worked. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was a good day.
it was.
But yeah, I don't know. But you didn't really hang out, during like lunch or something.
No,
you were kind of a floater.
Yeah, at the time I was dating this girl for, I think, pretty much all of high school. So I would go, like, between groups. I would be with, like, her and her friends, and I'd come back with you guys, and then I would go, like, the jock sometimes. But yeah, I didn't really stick to any kind of core group of people.
Yeah.
I kind of just made friends with everybody, and I like to walk around and see, different perspectives of different groups. So
Yeah, man.
I enjoyed it.
So I
Yeah.
appreciate about you. That is, complete stone man, or stone man, or straight man. Can't even tell, like,
Oh, me?
Yeah, you.
You know, I've heard a lot of stuff about how I was in high school, and Terrence was actually telling me this. He ran into some guy from high school, and he's like, hey, man, you remember Anthony Diaz? And he's like, Anthony Diaz? Yeah, he goes, fuck that guy, man. That guy was a dick. And I was
Really?
like, wait, what?
they didn't know. They're just like,
I
they're
didn't
so
know.
good.
I didn't know that I was a dick. He's like, yeah, man, that guy fucking was never cool. Like, I wanted to fight him, and I was like,
Whoa.
when did this
Like
happen?
that?
And Terrence was like, dude, you were the asshole in high school. And I was like, I never would have known that.
I don't.
I didn't see
personally.
myself as that way. I saw
You
myself.
definitely
as,
weren't. That's kind of the weird part. I'm like,
It was just, I guess, just one guy just maybe had like a bad taste in his mouth. It was from when I played football with him. I think. And
okay.
football it was a little different when I was working out with the guys. Like, again, I just keep to myself. I just went and lift weights and hit people, and that was
Yeah.
it.
That's the whole name of the job.
Yeah.
I was never like a sports kind of like enthusiastic. We're gonna win team. I was just like, I just I'm just here.
Yeah.
I don't
Right.
care. I forgot that. What's that term?
Team player.
I was not a team player.
You're just trying to do the best that you personally could,
Yeah.
like, and your own competition was yourself.
Exactly.
And then, like, hey, cool, I'm just gonna be the best I can do, and I guess we're gonna do okay. And
Yeah.
it's like,
And we never did. Our
Yeah.
record was 2-8.
gee,
That's one thing I
We beat
remember. Yeah.
we beat Compton and Paramount.
wow.
Only two teams I remember.
Yeah, I think you guys lost to what was that? Like
We
a
lost
Catholic
to
high
every
school,
team. We lost to every team.
every team. Damn.
Except for
Every
Compton and
team.
Paramount. We got
Jeez.
killed by
Yeah.
Poly. We got killed by Wilson. Killed by Lakewood. Killed by Cabrillo of all schools
What?
too.
Wow.
And there was one like I forgot some like Orange County school we played, but they just demolished us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn.
I can understand Poly because Poly is pretty much a recruitment school for any fucking organized
Oh
sport.
yeah.
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 It's like NBA, fucking NFL.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if they had a baseball team.
Their baseball teams, I think, okay, but you mostly hear for about football and basketball.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
Or if you want to be like a rapper.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or
That
if you want to
also
be
works.
like Cameron Diaz.
yeah. If
Yeah.
you want to be the only person acting from Long Beach, you have to go to Poly.
Yeah. Definitely.
That seems to be the track record.
Yeah, man. High school.
Yeah.
Guys.
What's the glory days?
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
It was. I look back on it fondly.
Yeah.
I do. During that, it was kind of a toss up because
Yeah.
emotions.
I just remember junior and senior year. As far as meeting you and Terrence and everything else, like this was like a 2-year period where we didn't actually have original conversations.
No.
It would just be direct quotations from the Chappelle Show.
Yeah, that's what we assumed this would
Anchorman.
be.
Yeah.
It
Yeah,
would just be.
I thought this was going to be an hour of Borat jokes,
I thought
which
it
I had
was, too.
prepared for, but
We didn't do Borat jokes.
No. Well, it was what was
Boy, I wasn't
already
even out
moved
yet.
Yeah.
I think it made it come out after.
Yeah.
yeah. So that was pretty fun because it like united everybody. I was like,
It did.
I'd never like I'm just some like long haired dude, and I would always hang out like you had like a girlfriend all throughout high school, so
Yeah.
like so did I. I was like, I'm not gonna hang out with you guys unless I fucking there was something to bridge the gap, and there was the Chappelle Show.
Mm-hmm.
So shout out to Dave Chappelle. Sorry, Dave.
Yeah.
And the Anchorman series.
Yeah.
But yeah, I got to find out like you're a really cool dude. Like I didn't see you as an asshole. I saw
you.
that you were like able to like fucking deliver fucking funny lines and just laugh.
Yeah.
Not like I'm not gonna mention. I'm just throwing a name there like Dan. Like he'll kind of like say something and then just kind of laugh at it afterwards.
Yeah.
Like, yeah,
Yeah.
Right.
You remember that Julio?
yeah.
Julio.
He always used to wear. No, he used to have that stupid emo cut.
He had that emo
yeah.
cut, yeah.
I don't
And
remember this, man.
he dated a girl from Tennessee online from MySpace.
What?
Nice.
Remember her?
No, dude.
Wow.
God, yeah.
Was it
I
like a
just
total
remember
catfish?
he had a hot sister.
Wow.
That's all I
Mr.
remember.
Julio's hot sister.
Yeah.
Yeah. Shout out to Julio's hot sister.
I wish there was some kind of interconnected web out there. Just find that person.
Yeah.
Right.
Whatever.
One day.
They'll
Yeah.
invent it somehow.
Yeah.
Yeah. I noticed when you came in, I don't know that much about it. I'm curious if you do.
Mm-hmm.
You were rocking those Hirachis.
The Hirachis,
Yeah.
yes. My father got them for me. Thanks, Dad.
Nice. Yeah.
He
Hell
loved
yeah.
me.
Are you into shoes? Are you sneakerhead?
No,
Anything
not
like that?
not at all. I usually wear Vans for the most part. So
Oh, really?
I wear Vans, or I mean, most recently, like with my style and everything. My wife is actually she puts a lot of my stuff together for me.
Nice.
Oh,
This
really?
outfit actually was like, babe, she's like, you look cute.
Honestly,
Sends
girlfriend's
you out
starting to
to-
do that for me too.
It works.
so.
Honestly, like before I met her, I was wearing like boots, jeans, and t-shirts.
Yeah.
And because I used to ride a bike, right? I used to ride a motorcycle, so I was like, well, I'm not going to be wearing anything else. So, but yeah, she's changed my whole life.
Wow.
Hey.
gonna see it.
That's love, people.
It is. It is.
Anthony Diaz's wife.
Yeah.
That's cool. And you've been married for a year. You said.
Been married for a year. Yeah,
That's
we
nice.
met. We met online actually.
Christian Mingle.
Really?
Was it Christian
No, it
Mingle?
was actually on Plenty of Fish.
Wow.
Wow.
We just had a Plenty of Fish story yesterday. Not
Really?
equivalent to your
Yeah,
story.
not
No.
nearly
What happened?
as
Was
happy
it like
ending.
a bad one?
It was a funny one. To
Okay.
me.
It was pretty funny. Yeah.
Yeah.
There was like some, I don't know, lying about names and.
So
That
apparently,
happens a lot on online.
Right. That's usually the
Nobody's
thing.
real on online.
But the weird thing was that this same guy started dating one of her coworkers as another guy.
yeah,
And
but
then-
through a different website too.
But-
So this was through Craigslist. He met her coworker
You met her on Craigslist?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I was like.
I didn't know you could meet people on there.
You could if you
can.
if you were like, hey, free dirt, or like,
Oh.
I got this dresser, but you got to come get it.
Or hey, this is my first time using the internet, and I have no idea what people do on the internet.
But you,
Yeah.
you go to Craigslist of all places?
Yeah, I'm not going to question. She went to Craigslist.
Oh, she did.
Yeah.
Okay.
People are going on Craigslist for like just casual sex. Then,
Yeah.
Did they shut that down? They're not.
They
doing
did. They
casual.
shut,
Yeah,
they
they
shut,
shut-
they shut down
Okay.
casual encounters.
Okay.
For some
Thank
reason,
God.
we all mutually know that. For
I read
some
it.
reason.
Hey,
I read it online.
hey.
Yeah. Okay.
Don't. Whatever. Alright? I'm sorry.
I was going to put this right there.
Right? Screw this way up. Ugh.
But yeah, I met her online, and it was great. I met her right when I actually just like started working in LA for the second time after my motorcycle accident. Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
So what is she up to? What does she do?
She does hair as well.
Really?
Yeah, she cuts hair. She works in Beverly Hills. Her mom cuts hair as well, and then her brother's a really good makeup artist actually.
Nice.
Yeah. So all into what is that? What would that be?
Shaping,
I don't know.
CGI. I don't know.
No.
Really, just some of
The
that.
Maybe
looks
CGI.
game?
The looks game.
I don't know.
Yeah.
You're definitely in the industry.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. I've been in it for, like I said, 8 years now, so it's going good. I enjoy it.
Cool, man.
But I'm actually going to be working on the docks as a longshoreman coming up.
I remember
No
you were
way.
talking about that a long
Yeah.
time ago. You were trying to win that lottery. That was such a long
So
time.
the lottery happened when we were 17. We were still in high school
Yeah.
when it happened, and I missed it by about 2 or 3 months. Had I got it, then I would have been in the union by now.
Yeah, is your mom or dad a
Yeah,
longshoreman?
my dad's he's a foreman. My mom's she's like a clerk. She does a lot of computer stuff out there. And then my brother just got into the union recently.
Nice.
And I got onto the list. They had another lottery last year, so I got picked from that. And I'm just going through the hiring process now. It's been
Nice.
going
Cool,
on
man.
since
Congrats.
February.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Fuck yeah.
It's a long process though, man. Since February, I had to quit. I quit smoking weed because they can drug test you randomly. So
It's good.
it was hard in the beginning, definitely, but now it still sucks.
Yeah.
You got other things in life. It's cool.
I do, yeah. We have working out and
Yeah.
beer.
Yeah. Alcohol.
Helps, yeah.
No, that helps a lot.
Yeah, it does. A lot.
So when is this all completed? How do you know?
There's no end date.
There's no end date, really?
They notify you by mail of when to go in to test. And then my last testing was July 26th, and I've just been checking the mail every day.
Yeah.
So what happens like if you become a longshoreman? What about?
Well, I'm
the
going to
hair game?
I go in part-time first. I'll be
Okay.
part-time working there, and then, it's all based off of hours, so the more hours you accumulate, the better chances you have of becoming a union member.
Okay.
So that's the eventual end goal, is to become a union member, because if I do that, then I wouldn't have to be working as cutting hair anymore, even though I'm never going to stop that, because that's really my passion. I really enjoy doing that.
Right.
But this would just open opportunities for me to, like, if I want to open up a shop somewhere closer. If I
It's
just
on
wanna-
you, not off somebody else.
Exactly, yeah. And that's the eventual goal for me and my wife. We want to have our own shop doing
Nice.
That's cool.
Mhm.
Yeah. So you guys like talk shop when you guys are together?
that. Yeah, we do. We both have the same schedule. We work Wednesday through Saturday, and we have Sunday through Tuesday off. So usually coming home after work, she gets off. We get off around the same time. Sometimes I'm earlier. I'm an independent contractor now, so
Oh, okay.
I make my own hours. I go in when I want, leave when I want.
Right.
Nice.
As long as the rent's paid at the end of the month, end of the week, then that's all that matters.
Hired gun and you got your own chair space. Nice.
Exactly, yeah. It's fun. It's a lot better than working what I was before commission. I was working for another shop.
And you're like stuck to that shop.
You're stuck there. You have to go in. You have to clock in. You have to clock out.
Ooh.
It was a corporate. It turned into a corporate shop after a while. I was working at let's not name it.
Fantastic Sam's.
Fantastic Sam's.
Looking at you.
I call it Fantastic Sam's. But yeah, it just became too corporate for me, and I was just at that point I had been there for 3 years, and I was like, I'm just ready to move on. I'm ready to do my own thing now. It was very scary because you're now relying on your clients following you. So I remember I couldn't sleep for the 3 weeks leading up to me starting this new position, and I would toss and turn. My wife's like, "What's wrong with you?" And I'm like, "Nothing. Like, leave me alone." And then eventually got to the point I'm just like, I'm honestly scared. I don't know if I'm gonna make the same money. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to support us.
Right.
I'm just solely relying on my clients being like, you know what? Yeah, this guy's a solid guy. We're gonna follow him. Luckily, it all happened. You still have a few people who will trail back and like not follow you because of the convenience of the shop, the location. But yeah, I mean, it's a step. It's a step towards becoming an eventual business owner.
Right.
Yeah.
That's awesome, man.
Yeah.
Sounds like you got all your ducks in a row a little bit. You know,
I'm trying to
working
get them
on
lined
it.
up. Some of them keep flying away.
Yeah, I
You know,
understand.
yeah.
that.
Unless you're keeping it small, you're knocking them out while they're small, and it just gets bigger and bigger. But you're ready for it when you get there.
Exactly.
Man.
I like that. I'm gonna get that tattooed on me.
Like, wait, I'll write it down on a bar napkin for you.
Thank you.
Well, like the whole, you're gonna get the whole,
The last part.
the last part. Okay,
The
sorry.
last few sentences.
I already forgot what it said. I'll come up with something later for you to get
Yeah.
on there.
Thank you.
Yeah.
All right.
You're welcome.
Are you? Do you have any plans for like any new tattoos or anything?
Yeah,
like that?
I
See
want
the
to. You know,
sleeve there going?
I have this going.
Yeah.
I eventually want to get it all the way down. I've been thinking about getting the tops of my hands done, like the full fist.
Oh, okay.
But I don't see why not. I'm in the industry. I don't plan on becoming a lawyer or a doctor or anything where you have to be professional. But I want to get my. We have a Frenchton. His
What's
name is
French?
Maximus. It's a French bulldog mixed with a Boston Terrier.
Holy crap.
Okay.
Yeah. So I actually want to get his face tattooed on me, but I want to get him wearing a bandana and tattoos on his face. A bandana that says "Bad to the Bone."
That's great.
Nice.
Yeah, I've been wanting to get that. I want to get my back covered up. I want to get my chest done, but it's a lot of money. And if there's any tattoo artists who want haircuts,
Yeah.
let me
Nice.
know.
Face tattoos.
I would never do a face tattoo.
No? No face-
never.
no
never.
face
What about like
I want the highest-
eyebrows? Maybe.
I thought of maybe getting my eyebrows done. Actually,
Really?
No.
Okay, what?
No, I think the highest I would go would probably just be my collarbone. Collarbone below.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's probably a safe bet.
Yeah.
I'm not a huge fan of the face tattoo. That's pretty prevalent in the rap game right now.
I don't get
I'm not
it.
feeling
I
it.
really don't
Apparently-
understand it.
Get
And-
69s all over your face. It's the new hottest thing, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I've never understood. Today's music it's good, but I just don't understand the whole face tattoos and the.
Shout out 6
It doesn't matter. You could just get them. It doesn't matter what they say.
Look at with the stiffy up!
Yeah.
That's the only song I've ever heard of his.
That's the only song
That's
I've
all-
ever
yeah,
heard.
it's- I
either.
think it's the one that
That's the
matters.
only one that's ever referenced
Yeah.
in my circles. So, so who you listen to? You listen to anything?
Me,
What's going
you know
on?
what? I honestly, I always go back to what I was listening to in high school.
Really?
I was actually listening to the Doors on the way down here.
Nice.
So listening to
Look at
the
that.
Doors, big Doors fan. Zeppelin. I just got back into Pink Floyd again.
Wow.
I'm not going back. I don't know why. But
Dude, you're just an old soul. Just
I
accept
am.
it.
Yeah, I am.
I think that I'm the same way. You know, I'll listen to the same the same actual music for
Yeah.
like years, and I still listen to some of that.
You know,
stuff.
well, actually, J. Cole. I really like J. Cole.
Yeah.
His
Dude,
newest
same.
album was by far the best thing I've ever heard.
Yeah.
I've tried to listen to Travis Scott. I mean, he's cool. He's good.
Mhm.
But I like when I listen to music. I like to know that there's meaning behind it.
Sure.
You know, not just what was that? Licky with the sticky.
Yeah.
Looking with the stick.
But you with the stiffy up!
Yeah.
I don't get it. I mean, I guess it's selling, so that's good.
Yeah.
Good for him. I'm glad that he's doing good.
Yeah, that's what I always tell people too. Is that you know, you can have your own judgments about what music is happening or what's going on, what's popping, but ultimately it depends what you want from it. What
Yeah.
do you want from the music that you listen to? And
Definitely.
if you find what you like, then stay there and be happy, and that's it.
Yeah.
You know, and you can appreciate that other people like the other shit. If
Yeah.
they want, you know.
Have you guys ever heard of? I don't know if I'm going to say it right. Cattle cadaver. Cattle cadaver.
Cadaver?
That sounds really familiar.
It's good. You got to look it up.
Yeah,
Cattle cadaver. I'm gonna look it up right now.
Look it up right now.
but yeah. What you go?
I got it. I got it.
What kind of music is this? What is
It's
this?
like goth. It's goth metal. And
Okay.
me and my wife, we found a documentary on this guy, and it is insane what he would do at his shows. He's like
What would he do?
Oh, cattle cadaver.
cattle cadaver.
Kettle cadaver.
Yeah.
That's from '95.
Tongue twister a little bit.
Oh, that's nice. What is the dude's like wearing spiked armor?
Yeah. Yeah, him.
Oh shit!
No, that's not him.
That's not him. That's the
No,
first
that,
thing that came
looks
up.
like a Dungeon and Dragons.
Yeah, I know. I was like, what is this? This guy plays like a full spike?
I can't
like
wait
a
till we can get
Wait,
actual.
this guy?
No, who is that?
Dude, I
that
don't
guy's
know.
ripped.
Yeah, I know.
Isn't that?
I don't know, man. Fuck. It's this guy? Is it this guy?
Yes, him.
Okay,
him.
okay,
That's
I'm
him.
Explore more here.
I just sent a video the other day to my brother about
We gotta get a social media guy. This isn't working.
Huh? You mean an actual AV? Yeah.
Yeah,
That's,
somebody who knows how to Google.
Let's see. Kettle cadaver. What is this? We were just a whole bunch of people in our 30s like, what's this internet thing?
I'm gonna.
Not quite
I
there
don't know
yet,
if I can ask
but
for your number on the air, but just put your number there,
Okay.
and I'll send this video to you.
Sweet.
I haven't saved it yet. I'm sorry.
Come on, man. It's all right.
that's rude.
I know.
That's
I'm a
just
horrible person.
no commitment, sir.
Yeah. Don't worry, my phone number changes like every 1 to 2 years.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So watch that video though. It's just a really fucked up video to watch.
Sweet.
Is
He's
it
dead
more?
now.
He's
Really?
dead.
Rest in peace.
Oh shit.
Rest
How did he
pepperonis,
die?
kettle cadaver.
I think he overdosed.
Ah,
Yeah.
drugs.
Drugs.
So
Okay.
bueno.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Is it like Cannibal Corpse? No? Like,
Kind of. Yeah. You know, what's that band? They sang Romeo's Distress.
oh, you're talking about Christian Death.
Christian Death.
Yeah.
So Christian Death, they're similar. They happened after Christian Death, but they got a lot of inspiration from Christian Death.
Okay.
And I think one of the members from Christian Death actually played with them for a little bit,
Really?
or he married his sister or something. I don't remember, but it's
Did not know you're getting into goth music. which
You
is
know
like-
what? I got into goth music when I got to LA for some reason.
Wow.
I
Was
don't
it
know
because
why.
of Club Bar Sinister?
I've never. What is that?
What is
I've
that?
heard of that. I've heard of that, but I've never been to it.
Okay.
But no, I worked with a guy who was actually, I think, was it Roz Williams? The name was.
Yeah, Roz Williams is the
He
lead
was-
singer of Christian Death.
He was roommates with him, and he would tell me stories about him when he would come over and hang out, and just like this guy would put cat bones in random places of the house.
Mm-hmm.
Like when they moved out, they just found cat bones all over the place.
What the
Yeah.
hell?
But I started listening to their music, and I'm like, it's good. I
Yeah.
like it.
It's that proto punk combined with new wave combined with goth music.
Yeah, well, I think they started goth music. That's where everyone kind of like
People like because like
jumped off of.
Roz Williams was he was an American influence. Then you had the British goth bands as well.
Yeah.
And they all kind of met in the middle, and you have goth what it is now in all its other forms. But that's crazy. Didn't even know you were even looking into that. It's,
No, yeah, I mean, I got into it, and then we listened to this guy, and my wife actually sings his song sometimes at night.
What?
It's creepy.
It a creepy.
It's called like
Jeez.
kind of.
it's called like Pumpkin Man. He's like, I'm the Pumpkin Man.
Oh, jeez.
It's funny. It's really funny. Creepy, but I love her.
Yeah, she's spooky, but you
Yeah.
know it happens.
Yeah, you have to be a little spooky.
She sounds badass, man.
Yeah.
She is.
She's
You know,
over here
my
creeping
wife-
you out in the house.
When I first met her and I got to know my wife, I found out that she's a black belt. Her and her family, her sisters are all black belts.
BJJ.
No, in
Karate?
the Shitoryu. It's the traditional form of Japanese karate, like the original form of karate. And she's just a badass. She would fuck me up.
Yeah.
100%.
Damn.
All you could do
If
is
I
like-
didn't get the first hit in,
Yeah.
she would take me down to the ground.
It would
And
definitely
I-
have to be
I
like
am-
a sucker punch.
Oh
too.
yeah, and I am deathly scared of her sisters. They are some hard women.
Yeah.
Are they all single? Are they all?
One of them is.
One of them is. Are they all married to like Brazilian jiu-jitsu masters?
No,
Or,
her sister is actually dating this guy who's into. I don't really know what he does. He has lots of money though.
Drug dealer.
yeah.
Probably.
I don't know. Hedge fund.
Yeah.
Hedge funder.
Yeah.
No, but she has her own dojo. She's from Palm Springs originally, Coachella Valley.
Right on.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I dated a girl from Palmdale.
Palmdale.
Palmdale,
Yeah.
that's close.
Yeah, yeah. And she was terrible.
Just terrible.
No black belt experience. Not even a white belt. Not even
Yeah,
a
those
spot.
desert girls, man. I don't know.
You know, they're fun.
They can be.
She's fun.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I see on your social media you also go out shooting too. You take-
Oh, I love shooting.
yeah.
Yeah,
We should go sometime.
No, we definitely need to because I have I got my AR-15.
Mhm.
It's California compliant.
Yeah, mine looks like a spaceship also. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, you did all those mods to it?
Yeah, I got the Thorson stock on it.
Oh, why? Why don't you just get the Juggernaut?
Huh? Juggernaut Tactical.
The takedown pin.
No, I don't want to do all that stuff.
No, honestly.
Mine
take
feels
it.
like it's almost like an M16, which is like the fixed butt stock.
Yeah.
Except like it's from the future.
Yeah.
I like to think of it that way. It's like, hey, this is what guns are gonna look like. Like in RoboCop, we're like, whoa, those guns are crazy.
They look like very blocky in RoboCop.
Well, like the Stare AUG, which
Okay.
is like kind of like, what the? Why is that off to the side? That's
Yeah.
what I kind of feel like mine is, because you look at AR-15s and you're like, okay, I know what it looks like, collapsible stock and all other stuff.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. I gotta with how I made mine. I gotta keep everything on it. I can actually put a forward grip on it too.
Oh, so it's
Yeah.
it's a raw then.
Hmm?
Raw.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah, but I have that, and I have a Glock 19. Gonna be getting another Glock. I don't know which one. I'm actually gonna go tomorrow to pick one out.
Did you see the thing from Brownells turns the Glock 19 into a Glock 19 long slide?
The
No. I mean,
No,
it turns the Glock 19 essentially into the same size as the Glock 17.
no,
Okay.
I haven't seen that.
No, it's like putting a stock on it. Anything else is no go here. You know,
No, they
it's-
have that. What is it called? Where you
The
can slide
Romy?
it in? The Romy. You can't get that here. I
No,
thought you
that's
can.
definitely not.
I could have
yeah.
sworn you can have it out here.
They can sell it, but as soon as you put the gun in there, it's illegal.
You can have it. Take it out somewhere.
Yeah, you can have it. I just like the part where you get arrested is when it gets put together and transforms. Yeah. I've been looking the past year since I've been here and I became a gun owner. It's like I have to look into all these laws. Like So at what point can I do this and not do this?
Yeah.
And like, even though these people are selling this stuff, they're like, yeah, I'm selling you this threaded barrel. It's like, just don't put it in a gun, or like for a handgun.
Yeah.
Because no go.
Yeah.
But yeah,
stuff.
really, I got into guns maybe within the last 2 years, but I really enjoy it. It's expensive.
Yes.
It's very expensive. I was going maybe once. At one point, I was going like for 3 weekends straight, and I'm like, I just spent a lot of money,
Yep.
and it's never gonna come back.
Right.
And I got to spend more now.
Where do you like to go shooting?
Out in Santa Clarita, there's a place called Oak Tree Gun
Tree.
Club. It's an outdoor range. They have a pistol range, rifle range. You can shoot skeet and
Oh.
archery there too.
Nice.
Which I'd like to get into archery. I think
Mhm.
that looks really fun. But right now I'm just focusing on getting better at shooting, actually hitting my targets, not just shooting.
You're right.
Yeah,
I was doing that
is
at
kind of
first.
fun. Just like,
It is.
oh.
It's fun
Go
to just
ramble on
like
it.
dump a magazine.
Mhm.
It's really, really fun.
But at the
Yeah.
same time, you're like, 5 magazines there, like, that was $15.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that only took 30 seconds.
Have you ever been shooting?
I've been with this guy a couple
Okay.
times
Yeah.
actually.
So what
Yeah.
do you have?
I have a SIG 226,
Mhm.
the Mark 25. So it's like got the stupid anchor on it.
Mm-hmm.
And I put the short, what was it? SRT, the short reset trigger,
Mhm.
short reset trigger kit. So like it fires a lot faster in between shots, but not making it not fully automatic or anything like that.
Yeah.
I have a SIG SP 2022, which is essentially like a Glock version of a SIG.
Mm-hmm.
I have a Mossberg shotgun, Mossberg 500, AR-15, and a Remington 700.
Jesus.
Yeah, 5 guns.
The whole arsenal.
Yeah.
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 Do you keep them in a safe? Or?
Of course.
Yeah.
Good God. No, they're
They're
just
just like hiding around.
Yeah,
the
it's
apartment.
like-
Yeah, you don't want your cat. You don't want
Well,
Snake getting into that and just
yeah.
around off somewhere.
He's just like kind of pawing at it and just knocks it over. And like,
Yeah.
oh man.
Well, like, I've seen those tactical walls and tactical shells where you can like hit a button and it drops.
Yeah, but like
Kind of wanted to get those, but
if you look at my apartment and you're like, why has he only got one thing hanging up on the wall? I feel like something's gonna pop out of it. Probably something deadly.
Right.
So, but yeah, those tactical wall safes that like drop down, those are pretty cool.
I would like to have one.
And they also have the table ones too. They're kind of like puzzle tables or whatever.
Yeah.
That'd be pretty sick. And you just have
Like
like,
a slot like pops out. And
Yeah.
you just fucking,
no, you have to like hit a certain spot of it and be like
What about the like inside a sleeve and it like pops out? It's like a
Oh,
a
is that
derringer.
like-
and then you can just
assassin?
you can just
Assassin
catch it
sleeve.
like that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, they're dangerous. Those are mighty powerful.
Yeah,
Really?
No.
Oh, okay.
mighty
You can
powerful.
definitely hurt somebody with it. I
Yeah.
would kill somebody with it.
It's like
Can you guys just tell me lies about
think-
guns and
yeah.
I'll just accept them as truth?
Yeah, I
like,
think that's what they used on Abe Lincoln.
Yeah.
Derringer.
right.
Abe Lincoln took at least 22 Derringer shots to the face before he actually noticed
Yeah,
that he was
right.
trying to be assassinated.
Yeah, I saw that on Inglourious Bastards. That was
Yeah.
crazy.
Actually, when I saw Inglourious Bastards and I saw Hitler getting killed, I was like, I thought that entire movie was nonfiction. It's like, dude, this is happening right now. Why don't they just teach this in history?
Right, right.
Then I saw Hitler get like annihilated for like 35 seconds.
Turned
Like,
to Swiss cheese.
oh yeah, no, I don't think this happened, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think this is a fictional movie now.
Brutal scene, man.
Yeah, it was.
Whoa.
Imagine if that would have happened though.
Yeah,
That whole
I
thing,
kind of
that
wish
really
that.
played out.
Yeah, it's just like they kept shooting. Like Hitler's face just like,
Yeah.
You gotta make sure, man. You never heard of double tap? Like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
They're just like double tapping with every gun they had on them. Man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and then dynamite
There
just
you
to make
go.
sure.
Yeah, that place blew the fuck up.
Yeah.
Fuck Nazis.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think you say that. That's good. Yeah.
Is that cool? Can I say that?
Please.
Okay,
Yes.
great. I'm just making sure. I don't want to step out of bounds here.
Huh? Oh, it's freedom
I
of
don't know if
speech,
you're
man.
affiliated
Yeah, all
with any
freedom of
party
speech.
or...
No, I'm not. No. But I do appreciate your candor and making sure that I was not offended.
Absolutely, absolutely. Gotta check.
We should definitely go shooting sometime.
No, we have to. I really want to. I don't know where. I mean, if you'd like to make the drive all the way out there.
The furthest I've gone is Burrow Canyon over by Azusa. They have like a long,
Okay.
yeah, because you could shoot up to I think 500 meters.
Oh wow.
So yeah, I took my bolt action there. I took my dad out there. I was teaching him how to shoot. I was like, cool. You look through the scope. Here's a red dot. I have a 3 times and a red dot for my AR. Then I have a 3x9 for my Remington 700. I was like, cool. This is how you line it up. All that stuff. I was like, cool. So like, I go check on my friend with the other rifle. I took Aramis, and he was like having fun shooting stuff. Look at my dad. He's just like pointing at the mountain, shooting it. Just like not
Shooting
even
the
looking through the scope. It's just like there's like a mountain in the back. It's like I'm gonna hit the mountain. So like I run immediately back to him like, what are you doing? I'm like, hey, go look at the scope. I'm like, oh, I'm sorry, son. And I see Aaron's fucking shooting the mountain too.
Right, of course.
And I'm like, God damn, So I got my AR out there. I have my bolt action. So they're both shooting the mountain. I get my Mossberg loaded with slugs. I start shooting the mountain. I just want to see how far it would go.
Yeah.
So
So
it's
you
like
guys are all just destroying.
Yeah, we were fighting the mountain.
It's a different way of fracking, I guess.
Yeah.
Right.
But it was very refreshing to see like you boop. No, obviously I don't want to simulate an actual gun explosion, but like boop, boop. Like 3 seconds later,
It kind
your
of
bullet,
sounds like that.
Yeah.
Far away.
It's like 3 seconds later, your bullet makes contact. Like, whoa!
Yeah.
It's not like the video games at all.
No, not at
Yeah.
all.
Especially with the shotgun slug, it's like it's the ground.
Falls
pretty much.
down,
Yeah. You can visibly see it.
I've never experienced something like that. We've only gone to the indoor one.
Yeah, we've been to
so
the indoor
I really
ones.
want to check out like something that's a little bit
Oh yeah,
more outdoor, more space.
it's pretty cool.
And you can shoot something a little bit more heavy duty.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh, we should definitely go skeet shooting though. I mean, I have the.
I've never. done
I
this
guarantee I'm not going to hit one fucking.
Oh.
You know,
thing.
you'd be surprised.
Really?
You'd be surprised.
I don't know.
The spread on those shotgun shell on like the bird shot.
Yeah, because they spread out.
Yeah.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
I had an experience with a shotgun at the indoor range, and that was a blast.
Yeah.
Literally. But, like, there's a video of me doing it, and the paper target is just there, and it's just dangling by, like, a little thread.
Mm-hmm.
And the guy, I just finished my last round, and the guy behind me is like, bring it back. And I was like, oh, my bad. All right. Is that too much? Loaded on this piece of paper.
Damn.
You know.
That's
Good
definitely
time.
different.
Had a bruise right here afterwards.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
I haven't shot a shotgun since the Coast Guard.
Call. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a lot different when they're like, okay, you need to fire. If you were to shoot a shotgun yourself and just be like, try to unload it, yeah, fucking big old bruise.
Yeah.
And you're like, I don't want to shoot this gun anymore. I'm going
Yeah.
to put it down. With the calls, at least for I think Coast Guard or at least military, it's like you probably have to shoot it a max like 10 times. It's more of a combat run.
Yeah. You're not, I mean, with the shotgun, you're going to hit it no matter
Yeah.
what.
And it's going to be like a 5 to 10 yard distance.
It's very, very close.
Yeah.
It was fun, though. I
Yeah, it
miss
was. Yeah, I was scared to shit. I was like, "Oh God, too loud."
With a shotgun?
Yeah, it was too loud,
Really?
man. Yeah, when I first shot a shotgun, I own one now. I'm like, okay, I'm used to it.
Yeah.
But like at the time, I was like, "Nope."
I was just waiting
Nope.
for the recoil on it.
Yeah.
That's what I was afraid of. But once you get it positioned in there, fine. I mean, just hold on tight.
Have you ever shot? You ever shot slugs?
Yeah.
Yeah, when I first shot slugs, that's the one that scared the shit out
Yeah.
of me.
Those are they are scary, definitely.
Yeah, it's like imagine if you put 45. Remember that revolver that you shot?
Mm-hmm.
You put 3 of those bullets together,
Oh shit.
and that's the size of the round that's coming out of this shotgun shell. So it's like a lot more powder too. So it's like
Yeah.
you're like, okay, cool, I'm letting. Whoa! Like
Yeah.
gun's probably gonna pop out. I got punched in the face the first time.
Are you serious?
Yeah, it fucking hurt.
You mean you punched yourself in the face?
No, it's, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Then I was like, I don't want to use this anymore. I started crying. Nobody's there because I'm like 31 at a gun range. Where I was like, "Ah."
Yeah. There's no crying at the gun
no
range.
crying at the gun range. So I was just like, I'm just get this blood off my face.
Right.
It's cool.
Just go back at it.
Yeah, pretty much.
Damn. You guys got me hyped, man. I'm
Yeah.
ready. I want to go now.
Let's go.
Let's leave.
Oh, you know what's funny? I was actually, for some reason, I was like, should I bring my guns? I don't know why I had that thought, just to bring my guns.
I used to do it a lot.
That would have
actually.
been interesting.
Yeah.
We would have definitely had to do that once Nikki left because she would have lost her shit.
Oh,
but
she
really?
anti.
we don't have to say anything about
She
it.
anti-gun.
She might. No. She's just scared of them.
Okay.
Okay.
You know, it is terrifying. I even when I still go to the range now, I don't know if you have the same feeling or if you've had that feeling, but
Somebody's
when you
gonna
go,
break blue.
Hmm?
That somebody's gonna break blue or something like that.
I've had that, but it's
Yeah.
just when I'm actually holding the gun because it's the amount of power you have with it. You know, like
Mhm.
it's a lot of responsibility.
It
But
is.
even holding the gun, I get nervous holding it.
Yeah.
I don't like to hold it. I don't really like to when it's at my house. It's put away. I don't
Yeah.
ever touch it unless I'm cleaning it. But other than that, like it's just I've always had this feeling. Even when I was in the Coast Guard, I was just like, I have this gun on me. Like it's a lot of power. Like
It
you,
is.
you end somebody's life with it.
Right.
But I think I don't know if everybody has that feeling at the gun range. I'm hoping they do.
It's
But it's just
it's all about familiarization as far as like
Yeah.
being nervous because like it's a level of confidence. Like yes, I have this tool that's meant to defend
Mhm.
or to put holes in things.
yeah.
So if your mindset is like I don't want to use it, and your job at the time is you have to use that if that's the case, it's like trying to get that mindset and meet in the middle. Where like okay, if the time comes where I have to use it, I will not hesitate,
Yeah.
and it might carry over into like home use or whatever.
Yeah. And that was the story that I was telling you earlier about when I was my last boarding when I was like, okay, if I have to use like I'm not going to hesitate. I'm going to use it.
Yep.
but it's a big responsibility to have.
It is.
Yeah.
It is for sure.
It is. I mean, you guys are talking about. I don't know anything about guns, but you guys are talking about. You guys know a lot about different aspects, accessories, whatnot. But I think that as far as you guys are concerned, at least I know that you guys have that You understand the responsibility. You respect that it's something that could end somebody's life.
Yeah.
And
It's not a toy for sure.
Yeah.
No, not
at all.
And that's the one thing. Whenever I am teaching somebody, when I'm taking them to a range or if I'm teaching about a gun, like especially my wife, I remember I took the gun out, and I'm like, "This is not a toy."
Mm-hmm.
She's like, "Okay." And now I'm like, "No, listen, repeat it. This is not a toy."
Mm-hmm.
Right.
And then she holds it up. She picks up the gun and she's raising it, and I'm like, and I smack it down.
Yeah.
And I'm like, "Don't do that. Like, you always have to treat a gun like it's loaded, even if you know it's not loaded. You treat it like it's loaded."
Absolutely.
Her finger goes on the trigger. I'm like, "Don't do that. Like, you have to know. Like, you need to have what is it?
Trigger control.
Trigger control. So whenever you hold the gun, your fingers only. I told her your finger is only going to go on that trigger when you're gonna shoot at a target or you're gonna shoot at somebody. You're only taking this gun out when you're gonna practice or you're gonna defend yourself. Other than that gun stays put away.
Mm-hmm.
But that's the one thing I nail into everybody. I'm like, don't ever always shoot this gun like it's loaded, no matter what.
Right.
Even when I have it, I'm like, I triple check it. I take it out. Sometimes I'll check it 4 times, 5 times, but it's just having, like you said, that responsibility.
Yeah, it's also like drilling it into your head because that's essentially when you stand and watch, you're not gonna be like, do like twirling around anything. Like it stays in your holster.
Yeah.
And then the time you pull it out is when it's time to go.
Yeah.
Or when you have to turn it over.
Yeah.
But yeah, treating it like a gun or just like not thinking it's loaded all the time, you'll get lazy that one time.
Yeah.
That's a bad time because it could either be pointed at you, it could be pointed at somebody else, it could be pointed at somebody you don't want. Essentially, when you point that gun, be ready to use it and be ready to have whatever's on the other end destroyed.
Yep.
Yeah.
I actually have a story about somebody who didn't have good trigger control.
Oh, by all means.
So, I don't know if it's the same with you guys, but when you're done with your duty at the end of the day, when you're done with the boarding, or on a Sunday usually at my old station, we'd take all the guns out of the safe and clean them,
Mm-hmm.
And this was when I left the station. I had left the station already. I think I was gone for a year, but my buddy called me and told me about the story of they're cleaning guns, and for some reason these guys are dry firing them in where we held quarters every day.
What?
And one guy had the gun, and he was pointing it down. Didn't check it, pulled it out of the holster, and for some reason, I don't know whose gun it was, but they didn't clear it out.
They think, was there a magazine in?
There's no magazine.
So they probably just thought like, oh, it's not loaded at all.
Exactly. Points it at the ground, goes through the floor, goes to the floor, and luckily, like where they hit was down in the galley, and luckily nobody was in the galley because that bullet bounced around and
Yeah.
stopped. But I'm like,
9mm is
fucking
known to
kidding me?
bounce like crazy.
These are 40.
40? That's
40.
just.
And I'm like, who the fuck did this? I'm like, I'd never even dry fire the gun when I had it.
Yeah.
I would clean it, take it apart, put it back in. Okay, it's good to go.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I remember hearing that story, and I'm like, that's after I left that station. A lot of stuff changed. The crew, they got a little bit lazier. But when I was there, it was nothing like that would ever have happened.
Yeah, there's a level of professionalism. Like, hey, we don't do this.
Yeah.
Guns because they're guns.
Yeah.
That's insane.
Yeah.
I can't even.
Every time
I was pissed off. I wanted to go back and like chew that guy out.
Yeah.
I was like out for a year, but I was
I was like, what are you doing?
You could have killed one of the guys that I was with, Like,
Exactly.
oh, cool.
I mean, every time I see a gun or a semi-automatic weapon, like I'll always break the action, make sure the magazine's dropped, and just like pull it back. And worst case scenario, the bullet falls either out or drops down. But at least I'll know like it's neutral now.
Yep.
If somebody were to hand me a handgun, like, yeah, here you go, your turn. I'm like, oh, like disassemble it pretty much.
Yeah.
Because there could be that one opportunity where like somebody did not count 9 or 10 shots, and they're like, here you go, your turn.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, that's crazy.
A lot of responsibility, but if you own a gun and you have snap caps, I use that.
Yeah, I have those.
To get familiar with like just loading it, the sound of it,
Mm-hmm.
the feel of it, getting that all down before you're like, okay, I can go to the range and like go by myself and not be afraid or like, help, I don't know how to fix my own gun,
Yeah.
kind of thing.
Right.
It's a lot of responsibility.
Yeah, that's true. So,
Yep.
besides being a gun enthusiast,
Mm-hmm.
haircut extraordinaire,
Yep.
Goth
having
music
a badass
enthusiast.
wife,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very badass wife.
and the goth thing.
Yeah.
He's become cooler over 12 years.
I know, like I feel.
He's become cooler.
Yeah.
You want to take this over? Like you don't have to.
Take what over?
You could just like you guys can just do this instead. And,
Oh,
No, he's married,
I
dude.
can
It's
take a
not-
spot.
Yeah.
I'm down.
Damn. Right.
I'm fucking kidding.
Okay. Oh yeah.
What do you do? Like, what do you do when you have some free time? Like, is there any like you play video games or anything like that?
I'm totally into video games.
What?
I love. Yes,
what a surprise!
This is the funniest thing. Like a lot of times when people see me, they don't know that I love video games. I love Star Wars. I'm a total geek. Like I love this stuff.
Right.
And it's funny because whenever I go in a GameStop, you see me. The first impression is not like
Which UFC do you want?
Huh?
Which UFC do you want?
Exactly. Like, WrestleMania, And I walk in and these guys the guys at GameStop, sometimes I feel like they're a little intimidated when they see me. Mm-hmm. But then I go in and I'm like, so tell me about the Switch. Tell me about Zelda. Tell me about Mario. And they're like, oh, dude, yeah, man. Like, what do you want to know about? And we talk a lot about it. And no, I just really recently got a Switch not too long ago.
Nice.
And I've been playing Zelda. Breath of the Wild.
Oh,
probably
man.
by far the funnest game I've played ever.
It's Skyrim combined with Zelda.
I don't want it to
Basically.
end. I do not want it to end. I've completed everything, but I'm at a point now where I have this problem with video games. Is I'll play the game and I'll play the story mode and I get through the entire thing, even though you have these other side missions and stuff you can do.
Yeah.
Once I beat that story mode, then I'm done with the game. I'm like, I'm not going to play anymore.
I understand completely because like once you complete that, you're like, well, there's all these side quests, but they're mainly just to hold me off from actually completing this thing.
Exactly. That's what happened with God of War. I recently got that one, and I was doing the side quest, and I'm like, this the main story. I'm like, I want to know what happened.
Yeah.
I got to see what happened.
Right. It really drives you to.
Yeah. And
go
I completed it, and I was like, all right, side quest time. There's a bunch of stuff. It's cool, and then after a while, I was just like, all right.
Right.
Let me return this now and get my $3. I like rape you at GameStop. But yeah, I've been playing Zelda. I just recently saw the new Spider-Man coming out.
Yeah.
I want to get the Spider-Man.
Looks
But I'm
pretty
also I switch between. Well, I've just mostly been on the Switch, but I'm also on PlayStation, the PS4 as well.
Nice.
Yeah.
What do you play on PS4?
I was playing, like I said, God of War, and then I also have Wolfenstein too.
Okay.
I just played maybe 5 or 10 minutes of that one. Then
New Colossus.
Huh?
New Colossus, is that what it's called?
The new Wolf. I even know the name of it.
Oh, okay.
But I just
It's
started
supposed to
playing
be
that
pretty
one.
brutal.
It is. It is insane the amount of blood and how many of these
Yeah.
fucking Nazis you get to kill,
Right.
which is great.
Sponsored by Wolfenstein.
Coming out. It's already out. But yeah, I was playing Metal Gear Solid. Yeah, totally into that. Like I said, I love video games. Sometimes I love it too much because it can overtake my life. Like I get home from work, and of course you need to spend time with your significant other,
Yeah.
or
Right.
talk to them.
Yeah.
But as soon as I pick up that console, like I go quiet, and I'll be there for 2 hours and not say one word to her. I need to get better at that. I am getting better at it.
I'd say that's pretty level as far as just
Yeah.
like a couple hours. At least you're not sitting there 4, 5, 6. You know what I mean?
That's me.
Not
There
gonna say
all
it's
those
never
people
happened.
exist. Oh, okay.
It's happened. A few
Oh,
times.
you're admitting.
Wow.
I'm
Okay.
admitting. 'Cause, yeah, one day her sisters were over, and her sisters were over, and I'm just in there playing video games.
Yeah.
And I look up, and she's like, "You've been playing for 4 hours."
Wow.
And I'm like,
Shit.
"Okay."
You're like, no, I
I'm like,
haven't.
what about it? No, I was like, "What about it?" Like, I'm almost done with the game.
Right.
Yeah.
And she's like, "No, you're done." And I'm like, "Okay." But yeah, I'll get into that where I'll like play games for a good amount of time, but then I just cut them off, and then I pick them up again.
It's a lot of discipline right there. I'd just
It's
be like,
hard, man.
that inner child, like, I'm gonna play games forever.
No,
You know?
I do, and especially with like Zelda. Like I take my Switch to work now, and I'm just sitting there playing, and
Yeah.
my clients are like, "Do you wanna cut my hair now?" I'm like, "Hold on, I'm beating this boss right now."
Right.
One second.
That was a revelation when they allowed you to like just have it like kind of travel with you.
Yeah.
and, like,
Oh
do
yeah.
the
No.
whole
Yeah.
thing.
Change the game.
That the one thing with Switch is when I was getting it, I was really torn because I'm like, this is a lot of money. I'm paying for this, and the guy's like, "Listen, can you take your PS4 with you anywhere?" And I'm like, "No." He's like, "You can take this thing anywhere. You have a console that you can take with you literally anywhere you want to go, and you always have games with you." And I'm like, sold. And I'll pick up these 4 games as well. Bill comes out to like $500 or something.
Good guy.
Right? I mean, is this going to be aired?
Yes, it will be.
Okay.
This
Yeah,
is
yeah.
the whole purpose
Okay.
of this is to incriminate you.
Okay.
But mainly to go on the internet.
Okay. Yeah, I spent a lot of money.
$500 worth of a lot of money.
I've probably spent way more than that
Yeah.
over the years.
I mean, in my life, I probably spent
Close to thousands.
$10,000.
That's all the thousands.
Let's not even get into how much guns are and all this stuff.
Oh,
Yeah.
Right, right, right.
Oh my
Let's-
god. My wife was totally against it too.
I understand her
back to the
side.
guns really quick. She's just like, "How much are you spending on this?" I'm like,
Gotta go,
dude,
babe.
I was like,
Gotta
what?
go.
And it's funny because the gun store that I go to, they if you pay them extra money, you can tell them, because if you tell your wife, you're like, I'm only spending $80. They'll if you pay them extra money, I'm not going to say what shop.
They make
I'll
you a
let you know
dummy.
later. They'll give you a fake receipt. They'll print out a
Wow.
fake receipt of what you told your wife.
Wow.
That gun shop knows how it goes.
Luckily, I am always honest with my wife.
Okay.
And I
Of
tell her
course.
exactly what I'm going to be spending. Because when it comes down, I'm like, if you want to buy whatever you want, you go buy it.
Yeah.
You know, here's extra cash if you want to buy more of it.
Right.
I don't mind that because that's what I do for her. I provide for her and she provides for me. You know, it's a team.
Yeah.
We're a very strong team. We can take on anybody.
Of course. Well, she'll do most of the fighting.
She
Yeah,
will do
she's
most of the fighting. I'll
literally
just do,
more
like,
useful than you in a
I'll be
fight.
hiding, you
Yeah.
know, or something.
How do they
Maybe-
advertise that when they're like, hey, like, just FYI, bro, like, you know, we all got people we got to answer to. If you want to like, get a fake receipt.
It's literally on the wall when you walk in.
That's hilarious.
And I was like, is that real? He's like, they're like, yeah, it's 100% real.
Wow.
We do that. And I was like, that's awesome.
Cool.
Yeah.
I mean, if you just don't want to be honest, you know.
Well, yeah.
'Cause I think it was Washington Carver that said honesty is the best policy.
Yeah. Yeah. Also,
One of the presidents.
peanut butter.
Orville Bucker said popcorn is low in carbohydrates. I don't know. I don't know my presidents or my popcorn.
Oh, I don't either.
You know, I was actually really into history growing up.
Really?
I actually wanted to be a history teacher at one point.
I know that.
Yeah. Teaching, that's a rough gig. though, right?
After
Nowadays.
working with kids for so long, I just got very demotivated. I was like, I don't want to do this anymore. Like, you guys, I can't hold your attention. But I did find out ways to grab their attention,
Mm-hmm.
which
Laser pointer,
laser pointers is one. They love lasers, especially in the eyes.
yo-yos.
Yo-yos. No, the one thing is, so when I was working with kids, I was like, you know, what did I want to do when I was your age? You know, when I was in second grade, I was like, I like to blow stuff up. I liked fires. You know, I liked rockets.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, we're making a bomb today, kids.
Jeez.
And they're like, what? I was like, psych, you're going to learn about positive and negative electrical currents.
What the? That's, I don't know. Yeah.
No. So they're
Children.
learning, so I'm teaching them about currents,
Mhm.
but I'm also teaching them, you know, you remember that little experiment you did back in school where you had the film canister with alcohol and then you put the currents on and then,
Yeah.
so it's nothing like, not going to harm them.
Mhm.
And I passed it through all my superiors when I was working at this place.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah.
So they're okay with that. I even showed them how I was going to do the experiment with them, and I was like, they're like, well, why are you teaching them this? I'm like, because they're going to learn about science, but they're going to learn in the way that they want to learn, somewhere
Mhm.
that's going to grab their attention. So I would do that. I would make bottle rockets with them.
Nice.
The coolest thing I think I made of that was a smoke bomb. That was the funnest thing ever.
Oh shit.
And they let me burn this smoke bomb in the school, and it was the funnest thing ever. These kids loved it, and they
Mhm.
actually still remember me to this day. It was really cool. I had this one experience when I was working for the YMCA where, you know, we would take the kids on field trips in the summertime, and I worked with more of the less fortunate kids who, for them, it was free. The
Yeah.
richer kids, they had to pay, so they got a better experience. And you know, when I grew up, we weren't poor, but we just couldn't get everything that we always wanted.
Yeah.
So I remember one time we went to a Dodger game, and there's a kid, and he's him and his little sister and his little brother. I was like, okay, we're gonna go. We would take the kids in groups to like the gift shop. I was like, okay, you guys go get what you want. And these three were just kind of standing there. I'm like, what are you guys gonna get? They're like, oh, Mr. Anthony, we don't have any money. We have $5 for us to eat.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, this sucks. Because I remember being a kid and wanting stuff, and my parents were like, no, we can't afford that. So I was
Right.
like, you know what? I'm going to take it upon myself. I'm like, go get what you want. Like, just pick out what you want. Don't worry about it. And I paid for it. So every trip that we went to, Knott's Berry Farm, Disneyland, like I would always pick like certain groups of kids. I was like, you know, it's your turn today. Like you can get whatever you want. And I didn't realize the impact that it had on somebody. One day I was in barber school. I was in my chair in downtown Long Beach, and I was waiting. You know, people just walk in if they want a haircut. And I was sitting there, and this kid comes up to me, and he's like, hey, are you Anthony? And I was like, yeah. And I got up, and I was like, what kind of haircut do you want? He's like, no, I don't want a haircut. I'm like, okay. So I sat down, went back to my phone, watching Breaking Bad then. And he's still standing there, and I'm like, what's up? Like, what do you need? He's like, you don't remember me? And I was like, you're Mr. Anthony, right? And all the kids called me Mr. Anthony. So
Right.
it's like, I turned around, I was like, who are you? He's like, I'm Halo. And this kid had grown. He fucking got so tall, and I was like, holy shit, no, dude, how are you? He's like, I'm good, man. I wanted to say that I still have that shirt you bought me. I bought him a Matt Kemp t-shirt. He's like, I still have that shirt. And I want to say thank you for getting it for me that one time at the baseball game.
Nice.
And I was like, that's awesome. That's why I did it.
Yeah.
I didn't do it for that, but I just did it, so they can have something that they wanted that they couldn't afford.
Right.
But I wish somebody would have done that for me as a kid.
Right.
But,
And being able to make that kind of impact and then have some, like...
And they remember you.
And they remember you.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, definitely.
The kid will always remember you as Mr. Anthony.
As Mr. Anthony.
Yeah.
And it was funny because as I was at the YMCA, I was actually on the way to go to the Coast Guard. So I used to make the kids, for some reason, I would make them walk in formation. I'm serious. I'm like,
You're projecting.
If they're out, I'm like, okay, everybody stop, drop, everyone. And I would have them line up shoulder to shoulder doing push-ups, running relays and everything. And I actually got in trouble for doing that.
Yeah.
Really? Why?
Because they were exercising.
Yeah, it's
What's
weird.
wrong with...
weird.
Oh, exercising is bad.
It
right?
was weird. At the place where I was at the Y, they didn't want you to be too tough on the kids. I'm like, I'm not really being tough. I'm just trying to get them active. Some of these kids were overweight. I'm just trying to get them motivated to just, not eat their junk food in the morning and actually be productive.
You're not there to like give them more junk food.
Exactly.
Babysit.
I would actually take their junk food away.
Oh, so you were a bully.
I feel like
I wasn't a bully, so this is what I would do. In the mornings, they get dropped off, and I would like open up your lunch pails. I would take all their candies out, put them in Ziploc bags with their names on them. And I'm like, you guys need to eat your vegetables first and your fruit before you actually eat this junk. I'm like, end of the day, you guys get it.
Yeah,
It's for you. I'm not going to eat it. But I got in trouble for doing that, too. I'm like, I'm trying to help. I don't want these kids to have a sugar rush and then, like,
That's
crash.
crazy.
I'm trying to help these kids.
Right.
You're doing more
But,
parenting than most parents would do.
Right?
I know, to like a
Yeah.
giant plethora of kids at once.
Yeah, and one dad came up to me. He's like, I know you got this whole military thing going on and you're going to be leaving, but this isn't the military. And I'm like, well, your son doesn't have to be in my group.
Yeah.
You can move into somebody else. But his son would always come back to my group because he actually did enjoy it, even though he used to complain to his lawyer father.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's insane, and that's just one of the many reasons I feel like it's so difficult to be a teacher or be involved with kids in that way because it's such an uphill battle when you're dealing with the semantics, the red tape, and then also the parents who can also hinder the growth of their kid because there's this culture of just making sure they feel special and making sure that they feel important and that bad behavior is not necessarily a terrible thing or a bad thing, but there's no consequences to it. You know what I mean? So, and I mean, along with just not having the resources,
Definitely.
So, I mean, I get it. It's rough.
I feel like
I would love to have somebody like if I was a kid and I had that going on and somebody kind of gave me structure and made me want to do better. Like,
I think I just did that because I was also I wasn't even in the military yet, but I was just like, that's how I was raised as a kid.
yeah, it's giving them some sort of structure.
Yeah, my dad used to make us run up and down the street. He used to make us work out. He'd come home, and he's like, if we're playing in the pool, he's like, have you guys done your laps? And we're like, no. So he'd go crack open a beer, sit down. He's like, "Do your laps."
that's what you should have done.
That's what I should have done.
Had
Just
a
walk up
beer.
with a beer, cracking it open.
You kids bringing candy?
Give me
Here's some
your candy.
carrots. Go with some apps.
But no, I think just growing up, having my dad do that to me, I just, I'm like, I'm gonna do the same thing. It didn't hurt me as a kid. I hated it.
Yeah.
I hated what my dad was doing at the time. But looking back at it now, I'm like, I'm thankful that my dad did that to me.
Yeah, not a lot of parents will push like physical exertion or try to test their kids' own limits outside of educational and creativity. But I think it's important, like especially with diets now, like the way I was raised, like who hasn't had a Lunchable or fruit roll up or all a Capri Sun and High C? Yeah, that would be my lunch. Just all of that. That's all carbs, all sugar, and like maybe some meat from the Lunchable.
It's high in sodium.
Yeah, that's sodium. And then if you don't do anything physical, that's going to impact you in the long run.
Yeah. And we're as kids, especially in high school, like,
You eat pizza for lunch.
Oh my
yeah,
God.
pizza. Dude.
Pizza.
That's it.
I had
Cheetos.
hot Cheetos with chili cheese on it.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah, those are so
I
good.
I actually never had them. I just would always watch people eat them.
Yeah, because I
I'm
never
like,
knew. I never knew where to get them for years.
I actually didn't know where they're getting them at the school. I was like, where are they getting
They bring
these
them
things?
from
I was
outside.
like,
That's
they're
how hot
going
they are.
somewhere and getting these made for themselves.
No, they have the student store, right there. They make it for you right there.
Let's go back and get some.
Hi, we're PE teachers. Just covered with short shorts, windbreakers.
Yeah.
I remember I had the largest PE teacher I've ever seen in my entire life.
In high school?
Yeah.
Was it Mr. Johnson? Remember
No.
Mr. Johnson? Oh, he didn't
Was
have
it
Mr. Johnson.
Mr.
Och. No,
Coach
even
Weissman?
even in Pig Latin, it says his name. Never mind.
I can't even remember his name. He's
Alice
so
There you go.
Huh?
Coach Alice
Alice?
Yeah, Pig Latin.
Oh, okay.
Pig Latin.
Yeah. Anyways, I was like,
Coach Salazar. Coach
how are
Salazar.
you going to make me run laps, bro?
Mr. Salazar, there you go.
I was like, how are you going to make me run laps?
Yeah.
You can't run across the street.
No.
You know what I mean? But, I mean, we did it.
Yeah.
It's a good time.
If I ever have to go back as being a PE teacher, I'd just be like, all right, cool. Well, obviously look at me. So here's a pack of cigarettes for all you, and 45 minutes is yours. Do whatever.
Bye.
Bye.
I want that pack done by the time I get back.
You're doing smokers. We're working on your lung capacity. There's like a jump rope, boxing gloves. You get a knife. Just utilize your
Sit
time.
there and just wave it in the air.
Right.
Practice your knife skills.
Yeah. Utilize your time.
We're going to be great parents.
Yeah.
I'm going to be honest.
I can't wait.
Oh, man. Well, I know you're going to raise your kids like fucking... They're going to be awesome.
I want to raise them like Spartans, honestly.
Like Spartans?
I
made 300 of you.
Yes.
There you go.
I shot 300. One of you made it.
That was good. All right.
Sorry, David, I think you're replaced. Sorry.
Huh?
I think you just got replaced, David. I'm sorry.
Oh, that's all right. It was bound to happen.
That was my nickname, the Replacer.
You're replaced.
I shot 300 of them. It's more than millions, sir. but
300.
whatever.
I meant to say million. I just there's so much laughter.
Yeah. Sorry about that.
Yeah, but no, I think I think about kids a lot. I want to have a kid. Kids.
You're what, 31 now?
31. Yeah.
How old's your wife?
She's 28.
28. Right on.
Yeah, 28. Just turned 28.
Congrats to your wife.
Yeah.
When
Yeah, we've.
do you, when do you think you're going to start having if you mind me asking, little Diaz's running around?
Yeah, can we get like
if
an
all goes
exact
well, 9 months from now.
Oh!
No, I don't know.
Oh,
Damn, it was about to be
I
a
told you,
reveal.
man. It's the same thing. The straight face. He's
It is.
like,
Yeah. I could have had him back in 9 months, though. Was it true?
Actually, I have a
Yeah,
kid.
here he is.
I forgot to mention I actually have a kid. What?
Divorce.
Yeah.
No, yeah, we've been talking about it recently. We definitely want to have. I want to have one. My brother has 2 kids now, so
You just take one.
I thought about it.
Like, can I just have one as a trial so I can know
Yeah.
what this is like? And then,
Kinda like a
actually
30-day
seen
well
him,
trial.
and I'm just like, I'm with him, and I'm just like, how cool is it to have something, a little you?
Yeah.
I think it's cool. But no, yeah, we hopefully soon. We definitely want it soon, sooner than later.
Right on.
Yeah.
cool, man.
I haven't thought of a name yet. I actually had one name which I really like, but I can't use it anymore. Logan.
What's wrong with
yeah.
Logan?
Somebody I know already used it.
Damn.
Yeah.
Can't have 2 Logans running
You
around
can't
here.
have 2 Logans.
Yeah.
I mean, my Logan would probably be more like the real Logan.
Yeah.
Right.
Because I would, do that thing.
Fill him up with
Fill him up
adamantium.
Yeah.
And
Make
then
sure
abandon him in the woods.
Right. Of course.
Yeah.
Do you have a preference? Like, I mean, not a preference, obviously, but like, would you be more excited to have a boy or a girl? Or
Yeah, I would like to have a boy first. I think that would be great.
Yeah.
Just so if later on you have, if I have a daughter, she has an older brother to look up to.
Yeah.
But if I have a daughter first, I'm gonna treat her just like a boy, and she's basically gonna be a boy.
Yeah.
She's gonna
Okay.
work out and get super ripped and
Hell
just
yeah.
Like, your name-
protect everybody.
Your name's legally Stephanie, but you'll always be Steve in my
Yeah,
books.
exactly.
Son.
Son.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, she's got a black belt mother. Fucking pretty much built like an operator body father right there.
Yeah.
Just,
Thank you.
I'm just saying, you're in shape.
I tried to be, try
Yeah.
to stay in
You've
shape.
always,
Yeah.
you've always kind of been like, in good shape. And
Yeah,
since high school.
it's funny. I saw a picture from it was the high school. What was it, senior picnic?
Mm-hmm.
Somebody posted it a few years ago, but I saw it. I think you might have been in the picture.
Probably.
But it was a
yeah.
bunch of people, and I saw myself, and I was like, Jesus Christ, I'm swollen. Like, I didn't look like
Yeah.
I was like buff. I was like,
Yeah, your muscles were so tense. You didn't know
They
what
were.
yoga was.
yeah, I didn't.
You're like, didn't know what calisthenics or stretching was. Just,
Yeah, but yeah, I mean, I always felt like the one thing for me is I just really enjoy working out a lot.
Yeah.
So one thing, like if I don't get it done in the day, then it's like my day's ruined. Like I need to have a workout. My wife hates it. She absolutely hates it. She's like, I hate that you're like this
Yeah.
because we can't do anything until we work out. And I'm like, I can wake up early and go without you, but I'm like, but I enjoy having her there with
Yeah.
me because I enjoy seeing her work out. It's a big turn on for me.
Right.
I tell that all the time.
Ladies, listen to
Listen.
a successful relationship right here. Just work
Yeah.
out with your man.
It is. But no, I've been that way since high school. And looking back now, I see a lot of people that I went to high school with, that I was friends with, who I played football with, and I'm like, you guys have aged badly. Like, they don't look like they're their age.
Right.
And but I don't know.
Is that just from like?
Like constant wear and tear, or
Yeah.
just like I just decided to stop doing
I
all
think-
the discipline.
Yeah, I think those other guys they just stopped. They're just like, I don't want to do it anymore, and partying is more important. Was more important to them. Where
Yeah.
To me, I mean, I partied definitely. I definitely partied a lot.
You've always been able
But,
to maintain that balance, though.
No, yeah, I still wake. Even if like I said last night, we were out till like 3 a.m. and we woke up this morning, and my wife actually said, "Let's go to the gym," and I was like,
It's a quick way to get over a hangover.
Yeah.
"Yeah." I wasn't hungover. I wasn't
No.
that hungover. I was just. We had like shitty food, and I was like, last night I was like, had nachos, and torta, and I was like.
Yeah, that's not conducive to a workout. It's
and I
just
was
more
like,
conducive
I
to
felt
sleep.
like a torta this morning. Laying in bed. Well, no, yeah, like you said, it's having that balance of just getting up and going and doing it, even
Do
if it's
you-
just 30 minutes.
Do you go out like every day, or is it?
Do I
like,
go out?
Or not go out, but like workout. I'm sorry.
Oh,
do you work out every day?
I try to do it at least 4 times a week.
4 times? Yeah.
You know, with work, it's I start work at 10, so I try to go there by 7, come back, get everything ready, and go to work. But yeah, I mean, if a good week will be like 5 times in a week. I usually take Sundays off though. But today I was just like, got to get ripped for the show.
Yeah, man.
What time do you usually wake up?
6:30 is when the alarm goes off, and then I'm trying to get out of the house by 7 a.m.
Nice.
Yeah.
I've been trying this that Jocko, you know Jocko?
Oh, yeah.
4:30 in the morning.
Yeah.
I've been doing-
I can't
I've been doing the 3:30 to 4:30 thing for about 3 weeks now.
Oh Jesus, how is that?
Shit.
Yeah, it's nice. I
Is
get
it?
a lot of stuff done in the morning.
Oh yeah.
Ridiculous amounts. I used to be like, I would wake up and I'm like, oh, I got to be at work like 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Now and do like, what am I going to do? Brush teeth or shave?
Yeah.
Right. Which one do you want?
Clothes are going to go on at some point.
Yeah.
Right.
But like waking up that early, I'm able to get like a good workout in, like stretch everything out because like my body's all compressed from being like bad posture and shit. I'm like, okay, do pull-ups, I can go run. And by that time, like, dude, I got time for breakfast. I can listen to YouTube.
Yeah.
It's like Saturday, like if you're a kid, Saturday morning, that's what it feels like. We're capturing that feeling.
Yeah.
Every time.
Every time.
Like
Yeah.
X-Men's back on.
Yeah, X-Men's back.
Spider-Man.
You would have time to watch it and be like, dude, why does it feel like this is awesome?
Yeah.
Right.
It doesn't feel like you're going to work physically, you're going to school at that point.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I'm not living that life. I woke up at 12:20
12.
today. So,
Nice.
and I work at a bar, so I stay up pretty
It's late. It's
yeah,
late.
every day. But I do want to get up earlier and start like having a full day where I can
Yeah.
prepare, and because I try to work out also,
Mhm.
like just go on little runs, do my part,
Yeah,
so I don't
that's
look
good.
like trash.
Yeah. I wish I could run. I just can't run.
Yeah, I just use a fucking rowing machine.
Yeah. I
Rowing
just do the
machines.
bike.
Yeah.
The bike or the stairs.
Why would I fucking blow out my knee joints? Everybody complains about
Yeah.
that. That's like the worst thing.
My knees are going. I'm like, stop running.
Yeah. You should probably walk some more.
Yeah.
I like running. Fuck you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah. Where are we at? What's the deal? What's the
We're at
haps?
113, just a little bit over an hour.
Woo!
Is there anything that you want to plug, Mr. D?
Yeah, do you want to throw some down?
I don't know. I was thinking about that, but I'm like, if you guys want to come down for a haircut, come down to Hollywood. The Cut By, Sunset and Gardner, 7507 West Sunset Boulevard. I'm there Wednesday through Saturday, and I don't know if you want to. Just go to thecutby.com. You can find me there.
Is there an Instagram or any social
There's an
media for them?
Instagram. There's a Cut By as well.
Mhm.
But yeah, thecutby.com. You'll see my picture, Anthony Diaz. Click on it and set up an appointment. And if you mention this, I'll give you a discount.
Wow.
Hey.
So
We can
4
discuss
people will
what
get a
it's gonna
discount.
Yeah, Dan's been looking for a new haircut, apparently.
I've
so.
been waiting for this for 12 years.
Yeah, he was our first guest, and he was complaining about his haircut.
Yeah.
Really?
Recently, yeah.
Dan, come on down.
Yeah,
I'll
man.
take care of
He's
you.
gonna hook you up. Dog.
I really enjoy new clients. It's the best part of it, just meeting somebody, especially if they're recommended. It means a lot. I'm like, somebody trusts my work enough to recommend somebody else, and they're going to trust their word to come to me. So I'm like, sweet.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Anybody just out there, if you're a dude and just go to Supercuts or Fantastic Sam's and that's your deal, maybe you're already married. If you're not, you're probably going to want to go to Anthony Diaz right here. So, gets people the freshest of cuts, so you look good for this 2018 dating scene. Mm-hmm. So you don't die alone. Anthony Diaz, cut by.
It's rough out there, bro.
It's rough.
Yeah,
It's fucking rough.
If you do die alone, at least you'll have a good haircut.
Yeah, there you go.
True that.
Guaranteed.
Yeah.
Anthony Diaz, cut by Santa Monica. Anything else?
No, that's about it.
And thank you for coming on to our impromptu ass fucking podcast.
Yeah.
No, thank you, man.
It's been a pleasure seeing you after all these years.
I know. I'll see you again in another 12 years.
Yeah, cool.
I hate to say this, but you've gotten even cooler over 12 years. I did not know that could happen.
I didn't even know that I was even cool back then. I didn't feel myself as cool.
Yeah, no, we're all kind of fanning you from
guy that
afar.
wanted to kick your ass,
Yeah.
but yeah.
I was actually that dude that told that dude, like, that guy's a real McDickhole. Yeah. But that's all we have time for. Is Jaded Podcast or Podcast Jaded? I don't know.
Podcast Jaded.
Podcast Jaded. All right, you decided Podcast Jaded.
So am I taking over David's spot?
Yes, with guest host David.
This is the worst running joke ever, and it ends now.
I'm Keith.
I'm David.
And I'm Anthony.
So what?
This has been episode 3, Podcast Jaded.
Yeah.
Thank you.